Okay, so this is how we set up the Dazzle device. This is an Xbox 360. This is the SCART cable coming out the back of it. Goes all the way up to the television, into the back of the television where we use a Euroscart adapter and 3 splitters. The grey cables with the white, red and yellow endings are Xbox, the solid colours are part of the Dazzle. This is just me tweaking it. So all that comes out the back, and the other cables go along to here, into the Dazzle device, which I have here, and the USB of the Dazzle goes into the computer. So yeah, there's me in the computer screen. So basically what's happening here is the signal is being sent from the Xbox to the television, and the splitters enable the signal to be picked up by the Dazzle, which is a clever little workaround, otherwise it doesn't actually work going directly to the Xbox. So here we are in Halo 3. I've muted the sound because it's totally off, which sometimes happens because we're running in technically an American game. Just quickly going into the armour and displaying the different colours that can be used. That's how I changed the character's appearance. We're currently running at double frame rate because I have absolutely no idea why. But basically this is just me playing the game, having a bit of a mess around, double speed, you'll have to excuse that. Demonstrating some of the effects that you can do, bits and bobs, vehicles, for example. This is a vehicle that I used, it's called the Mongoose, driving along, similar route. This is the map Valhalla, and just generally mucking about. I'm completely in control here using the Xbox 360 controller to do everything, so we end that. So now demonstrating the next section. This is Forge mode. That was just a custom game, that's basically what you record in. This is Forge, where you're able to alter the environments for your preference. So I start at Forge. I think the frame rate now drops back to normal, which is nice. So basically, using the Xbox controller, you're able to do a variety of things. So I enter edit mode, where I'm just a great floating ball and I'm able to manipulate objects in the environment. Basically, in the custom game mode you just saw, where I was running around with the Mongoose, that's basically you're filming, your actual filming, whereas this is an editing mode where you're able to play around. So I just delete that Warhog, which is a type of Jeep, and replace it, no problem at all. So this entire little scene here, which you see in the movie, I built. It took quite a while, and this is just a demonstration of some of the stuff you can insert into the game. So every crate and every vehicle and every weapon there was placed by me. Over here we have the active camouflage, which the player is able to pick up, and that's what made the character become invisible. There's 2 of those, and they're cleverly hidden, so I can just run past and pick it up. So we end in Forge. So now we're going to go into theatre mode and load up the original custom game that I was having a bit of a mess around in. The custom game, as I've said twice previously, is effectively your real world area. There we are, into theatre, start film. So I just quickly change here, I think, yep, to the Slayer match, which is deathmatch. It doesn't really matter what mode you're recording, but you can alter all sorts of options within each individual game mode. So we enter theatre mode, and immediately I'm presented with, you can see the HUD quite clearly, but you can also see this time bar now. And of course Disco Gypsy Fish down the bottom there, that's my friend's profile because I don't own an Xbox, so I've just paused it and brought up the little play menu there. Now I've removed the HUD and go into a free floating camera, so I'm able to disable that and disable the time bar, no problem. Easily, I'm able to pause and scroll around in real time. Well, my real time in game, it's totally stopped. This enables me to do all sorts of pretty cool scenes, like the scene with the sniper shot. Basically, you pause, move to position, and play. And this enables you to alter it out. A bit of fast forwarding there. So I can literally pause here, and then record. then pause again, and record, pause again, record, and basically build up a series of static shots which are part of the movie. Here I'm just chasing, but now I start to demonstrate the process. So we move the camera into position and let it play. Move the camera into position, let it play. Repeatedly tapping A on the controller, move into position, A. And you can gradually build these shots up in editing into one seamless film. Quick bit of moving over here. Now start tapping A to create this sort of jogging motion, just demonstrating the ability of the pause button basically. Drops down, and there we are. That's me throwing the grenade and flipping over, as you saw, in double speed. Of course, this is all entirely me. The character control is entirely me. While the animations are similar, I don't see how it's different from real life at the end of the day. I just wander off over here shooting. I mean, technically the mise-en-scène in Machinima is crafted by use of music and actually manipulating the environment you're in. I don't personally see how it can be differentiated from real life too much. So, me just humping the water there. I mean, look, water's acting just as water in real life. I may not have made that water, but then again, even